Hi everyone, Teddy Baldassarre here at the Zenith booth, here with Julien Tornare, CEO of Zenith. Great to see you in person, finally.
My pleasure. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, busy, but it's good to stop by. I have to be looking at some new Zenith pieces. So I wanted to walk through the novelties for this year and for Watches and Wonders. So do you mind us doing a little walkthrough here? Maybe we start with the new Zenith Defy Skyline and go from there?
Sure, with great pleasure. Defy Skyline was the big launch. We already presented it in January. And the idea was really to focus on the Defy collection by bringing even more character to a three-hands watch. So that's how we came with this design, with the dodecagonal bezel, 12-sided bezel, which comes from our heritage, because we have the A3618, which has this particularity. We wanted also to incorporate the new interchangeable strap system, which makes it super convenient, in a couple of seconds to change and get another strap. It's, by the way, delivered with another strap, so you can buy as many as you want, of course. Different colors, different styles, so that's a very, very cool thing. Of course, we worked with our star logo and we went back into the 60s, end of 60s, early 70s, with a certain logo of the star that we put as a tapisserie on the dial. So it gives kind of a very new style of a guilloche, beautiful. And of course, last but not least, it has the El Primero movement. And most people expect an El Primero to be a chronograph, but we wanted the three hands. And I wanted to keep a little sign for people who know a bit about watches that there is an El Primero inside. So it's the small second you have at 9, which basically turns at 1/10 of a second. So you feel the energy and the power of the El Primero.
Yeah, so the 3620, when you put this in this watch, I mean, the thought process around having that, was it just kind of an indication that this is an El Primero, this is that heritage that we want to connect to the Defy collection? Because the Defy it's been an experimentation of a collection for Zenith, it seems like, in the previous years.
Absolutely, it was launched in 2017, but let's not forget that Defy originally is a product line that already existed in 1903 in a pocket watch. And then it came back pretty strongly in the late 60s with a couple of Defy, by the way, originally was DEFI. It became DEFY later. But we had a couple of periods like that with the Defy collection. It came back in 2017 when I started with Jean-Claude Biver with the Defy 21.
Yes.
And now we started to evolve, Defy Classic, high complication in Defy, and of course the Defy Extreme that was launched last year, which is kind of a body-built version of the Defy 21.
Yes.
And so it's the modern, highly contemporary expression of Zenith, when Chronomaster would say is more about the past and the present, the bridge between tradition to innovation. That's how we define it. But Defy became a key collection for us.
So is this essentially the successor to the Defy Classic? Is that?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, we had the Defy Classic, which was among bestsellers for us, but I wanted to bring even more character, even more personality. That's why the bezel, that's why the dial, and of course, that's why a three hands, but the three hands that has the El Primero. And that's the heartbeat emotion we like at Zenith.
So last year, we saw a watch that certainly had a lot of buzz with the Chronomaster Sport, had a lot of people talking, great success, I assume, for the brand as well. This year, now, full gold bracelet.
Absolutely, it's totally logical, and you are right. We came back last year with the Chronomaster Sport as well as the Chronomaster Original. Let's not forget that one too.
I have it on my wrist right now.
And which is absolutely gorgeous.
Love it.
And this one became the bestseller overnight. And when I'm saying overnight, I'm really being careful with the words I'm using, because we launched it at midnight. The day after, I woke up at 6:15, and I had emails from US West Coast and Asia. Some had not gone to sleep yet. Some woke up already, and everybody was sending me messages. I need more, it's amazing. We're getting orders from all over. So that was really a kind of a positive tsunami for us at that time. And logically, a year after, we are going further with the Chronomaster collection. You are right, full gold, pink gold version, black dial, white dial, and one bicolor,
two-tone,
which is two-tone, which is a mix of steel and gold, with a special silver dial. So very, very interesting development for us.
And then price on the full 18 karat gold case is around 38,000.
Exactly.
And then two-tone is?
It's going to be 17.
17.
or 18 in US dollar. I'm not so sure. I have Swiss price in mind.
Yeah, they're all good. You're all good. And I love the 1/10 of a second display. Just seeing that movement and then having the precise nature of seeing that blown out on the outside of the bezel, it's great. And
true, it is.
No surprise that this is successful.
And the 3 subdial signature, which is very Zenith. You know, the El Primero inside. I mean, it's a 41 millimeters, so very nice size.
Very
wearable by everyone. No, I think the success of this one has been more than proven, and now to come with this gold version was a logical step.
Black dial and white dial as well.
True.
Yes.
And let's not forget that we're increasing production step by step. That's a message I'm telling to people that are on waiting list for this one, because there is now 7 to 9 month wait for that watch. But you know what? This is because I want to keep Zenith as one of the last brand that can say 100% of our watches are equipped with a Zenith movement. If I was buying an external movement, I could increase production much quicker. I don't want to do that. You buy a Zenith, you get the Zenith movement, and this is really super important to our strategy.
That's great. Moving along to another Chronomaster.
Sure.
The Open here.
Absolutely.
So this is being brought back now, 39.5 millimeter case.
True.
Tell us a little bit more about this.
Of course. You know, the Open concept was actually created by one of my predecessor in 2003, and the idea was how can we show this famous heartbeat, high frequency El Primero movement. So that was the idea, to open and show it to everyone, and we believed the concept has been proven to be super successful, and we wanted to bring a little bit more of modernity into it. That's why it's made in the new Chronomaster design. It's made with a little difference as well, because we used to have the hole basically to show the movement. Now there is the opening, but we kept the 3rd subdial to maintain the strong identity of the 3 colored subdial.
Very cool.
In a transparent glass. So you see the glass. If you want to see the 3 colors, you see them. If you want to see through, you see through. You know, it's a very nice expression of it. Of course, the famous El Primero movement, 1/10 of a second, that we already have in this watch. And here is the result. So that's a fantastic one that we also have in black dial, by the way, and in a gold version on strap.
It's beautiful.
Nice, huh? You like it?
I do. I love seeing the escapement wheel there. It kind of adds a little pop of color. And then
True.
10th of a second as well on this.
Absolutely. Yeah. We want to keep this. You know, 10th in a second for us, it's the most logical frequency for chronograph, because it's actually 5 hertz.
Yes.
And it's 1/10 of a second. You know, if you think about 4 hertz, most chronographs are 4 hertz, it's 1/8 of a second.
It's incomplete measurement. It's not very practical in a day-to-day use case.
Has anyone ever counted anything in 1/8 of a second? I don't know about it, you know.
Be a very strange individual. I don't know. Ask the people. I don't think so.
It's 1/10. So from a purist point of view, I believe 1/10 of a second makes a lot of sense.
I agree. Well, fantastic new pieces, Julien. You're doing a fantastic job as the CEO. I think it's. I can see your fingerprints on the new models, and I like where Zenith is heading as a brand. I'm a huge proponent of what you're doing, and thanks for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. I would add that the whole team is doing a tremendous job. You know, so of course, I'm leading this team, but I'm very lucky to have the best people of the industry. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Good to see you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.